Music City, USA, Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And everybody has been waiting on this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the number 1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
Howie will see how they adjust. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Edwards. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Stop right there.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
On third down, he drops to throw. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. On the return, it's Russo. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They give it back to him. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40, the 20, past the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, breaks the tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's changing the play. To the back. He's stopped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They go to the draw. Will not get the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quick give. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Got enough for the first down. He's got 98 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can
it's a running room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to get...
Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He's going to let it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Dropping back, it's McIntosh. Working the middle. He is in! Touchdown, Tigers! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hubbard. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Going to the ground. Just what the doctor ordered get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top-5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top-5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on. The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Firing for the end zone. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Back to throw, it's McIntosh. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This
and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him again.
trying to make magic with his feet.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late.
Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And, man, oh, man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick. And coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 8 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work.
And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Running inside, it's Edwards.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Missouri wants to go fast. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing.
Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Showing off the arm. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Looking downfield, it's McIntosh. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Give to the single back. Plows through the defense. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Takes off. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Breaks into the open. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Might as well run him again. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's McIntosh. Here comes the heat. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. They'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Changing the routes with his receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hand it to the back. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hubbard. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the back. Hauls it in.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. try to get it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. They'll run the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Moving out to the right. They get him out of bounds a couple of yards shy of the line to gain, and the defense makes the stand. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it. They're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Making the adjustment on the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Making his first move. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Missouri! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. What a spectacular play by the return man. 90-plus yards.
No. Yes! Perfect. Great decision. Sometimes when that ball gets inside the 10, you might want to let it bounce, go into the end zone. The returner says, I got different plans. I'm going to make something happen. And he sure as heck does when he gets it.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Handoff again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Clemson is quick to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points now to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Rides to the back. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Clemson will send the punt team out. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the game right here. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. And the tackle is made, and they get nothing, and this game is in the books.